Right, so this is a casted game played between Mr. Pizza, me, we got Eti, we got Noobas, and we got Phk as Russians, Mongols, English, and Frenchmen respectively, played against Master Arcade, Akimia, 2933643729, and Changfang as, I don't know, some random nations. I can't be bothered. Right? Obviously, it is not a good RTS video without a quote, and so this quote is from Berlusconi saying, if you win against the big teams, this is talking to his Monza team, if you win against the big teams, I will bring you a bus full of bitches. Right? That's former Prime Minister of Italy, Berlusconi. And so, with that out of the way, we can jump in the game. And as the initial phase of the game plays out, I can talk a bit about the civilizations that we are going to play, and specifically for my team, TM. Right, so starting with my civilization, what I like to do is always starting with a hunting cabin. Just place it somewhere in the tree so that it collects up a bit of gold. It's got passive gold regeneration based on the number of trees it's got around it, and you know, it's not a lot, but this allows me to sieve up the first time without even gathering gold. And this is linked with, of course, the explorer going around murdering a few deers and animals and shit like that. So we did a bit of a wacky start here where I just went down his side and he just went down my side. Other than that, I got 2 men on woodcutting. I've got everyone else on murdering sheeplets, and yeah, the opening phase is just, you know, spamming out civvies, not forgetting to queue them, and not forgetting to move the explorer, as there's a ship right here that I could have grabbed, and then, you know, obviously there's a bunch of sheep that I have no access to. But what's good for Russians is that they have access in Age 2 to knights. Knights is always a classic to just palm a couple out and go harassing the enemy, and they've got access to this wacky walls that are just wooden walls. They've got half the HP of stone walls, I believe, now. Well, they've got roughly the same HP, but they can be damaged by infantry. That stone walls cannot be damaged. And I should be I start killing deer to get the gold necessary. It goes like that. This is not super efficient, but I didn't bring any sheep back just yet, so it needs to be done. What to say about the Mongols? The Mongols just usually boom. 80 just booms, he's a boomer. And what he does is spam out a bunch of Mangudai and just run behind enemy lines, harassing enemy armies and civilians alike. And I think he pulls that off in this particular game. Yeah, that's pretty much the Mongols right there. They can move around. It's usually used when we get overrun, but I don't. Yeah, this doesn't happen in this game. Noobas is the only good player in our team. He plays all those factions. The English are just, you know, very good for the longbowmen. You just build the abbey as first landmark, and you just spam out longbowmen. But Noobas is very good at, you know, early moments of the game, building the proper barracks and this thingy for archers. And he's usually the only one that is able to fight in the early game. And then we've got Phk, the newest of us, building the French. He usually contributes a lot of knights quite early on as well. It may be a bit slower in his leveling up, but the fact that he gets armies out early enough is very good. You know, he supports Noobas, he supports the early attackers. Pretty much the only one that booms is usually AT. And this is very good because AT doesn't have access to walls, and so it's very good that he's in the back ranks while me and Phk are on the front lines. Because Phk usually walls. This is just a wooden barricade, but you can build stone walls later on. We can see the first level ups of the game. Let's see who's this. The Ottomans leveled up. I don't know what any of this does. I think doing this kind of videos require far more knowledge of the game than I currently have. But yeah, I've been going around murdering animals, right? And so I haven't started collecting any gold because the explorers are doing gold job for me. It's like I've got this one, you know, fast 25 gold for wolf, 10 gold per deer. It's a fair good bit of change. This just clocks in 50 a minute for a total of 250. It's not bad. In the build order, an important bit is after you start building the landmark, you just move the spawns to wood, as wood is super important, because now I can sell it for free, pretty much. I've got a number of free exchanges that, you know, very useful. And this, you know, this is a strategy I used to I do all the time, where I just try to wall them off as early as I can to deprive them of, you know, contested resources and stuff like that. This doesn't work super well when they react fast, right? Such as an harassing explorer can be a bit of an issue for a singular one. But with a bunch of villagers, you can stop him. The issue becomes when they send actual armies at you. That's when it becomes a problem. Like this lancer, that's already. I shouldn't be chasing. I should just keep building this. But now that the lancer, not the lancer, the spearman is there, I will not be able to finish this wall, as he's positioned himself there. He's gonna kill my CBs. I can't build the wall. Kills my explorer. I'm trying to build, not building, because he's just fucking plonked himself there. Very annoying. I start digging this, building one of these. I've researched wheelbarrow, super important. I've researched the one that makes me collect hunted meat faster. I keep forgetting my explorers idle. Very bad, very bad. And yeah, since I've been slightly rattled by these guys, I'm starting to build a barrack of my own, and a bit of a desperado back here. Just, you know, these three guys are stranded behind them. I know that they're here. I know that, you know, they won't. I have a rough idea that they won't let me finish the wall, and so I just try to harass them the best as I can. I think I send them here to hunt or to collect gold, I don't remember. And yeah, as it continues, just spam stuff. Oh yeah, an important thing is wooden fortress. This improves the speed of wood collection by increasing. Right, so if this villager brings like 5 wood here, since it's 20% more, it will get 6. I will get 6 wood rather than 5. It's just faster wood collecting, so it's usually worth the investment very early on, especially as it links up with subsequent wood cutting facilities. So a nice little investment. Oh, there we go. Just send them to collect wood. We got everyone else leveling up as well. We got Phk with a couple little outposts out here. Noobas with a double town center. I never noticed that. But yeah, obviously double town center is always good to boom up faster. I never do it because I never collect any stone. I usually try to focus on getting knights out and getting bulls as fast as I can. He seems to... Oh yeah, he has found out my little camp thanks to that explorer, and so now this place is doomed. I should really be trying to evacuate these people out. Yeah, he can see them with the explorer, and so they are dead. I think I try to make them run as far as I can. Never mind, just let them die. Yeah, damn. As it turns out, talking while doing a video is super hard. What am I doing here? Here I queued way too many villagers on way too few resources, and now they're just hanging out. Soon enough I probably notice it. In the meantime I try to... Yeah, it's fucking... That's not too useful, but at least I get to see this. You know, he's building camp here. So I know that yellow and purple will be massing up here. That's not terrible information to have. And then, yeah, I just have very slim forces defending my flank. So I'm getting a bit worried by this point. Unless this delays them a bit. You know, this guy is just... They're just running circles. It's just running circles with them. But yeah, I spot the knights as well coming here. So now I've got yellow, purple and teal just bunching up on my flank. So I'm like, fuck, I need a hand. I need a hand. And... I think somebody sends support. Obviously 80 can't because he's booming, right? He's already at age 3, of course. It begins building the archery ranges. And then I just start doing a more conservative wall, right? By relinquishing the contested resources, mainly this. As that's what I care about. And having an explorer down here is always, you know, around the front lines is always useful. I don't know why I sent this guy to die. I don't think I expect these people to be down there, but that's a good thing because that kind of distracted them from, like these 3 dudes were just about to charge on my walls, and that Khan just, they're just going all the way back to their base, which is very good. Allows me incredibly precious time to build up the walls. And I think I spot these knights with the explorer. Yeah. But at this point I'm too busy trying to make them build the fucking wall as fast as I can, so the explorer just dies. I don't remember if they try going down the side. I think I blocked them at the last second. Let's see. Yeah, I just send them to build the walls, and this guy dies behind the wall. Very annoying. It happens occasionally, but the damage that would have been done if they hadn't finished building this wall would have been way more than what actually happened, as you know, if they get behind here they can get to 80, and well, he starts building an army already, so maybe it wouldn't have been much of a problem, but Mangudai aren't super strong against heavily armored foe. Somehow they just fight behind walls as if the wall wasn't even there. Very weird. But I've got a bunch of spearmen now, a bunch of knights. I now go very much into the defensive. At this point, if these guys attack me, I wouldn't stand much of a chance. Obviously, he could help me massively against the spearmen. But yeah, more units from purple, more units from yellow. It's not looking super peachy. So I just start spamming out a bunch of these, as I know a bunch of archery ranges. I know there is got a lot of these around, so yeah, time to build some archers to contrast the spearmen. Obviously, this is like how's it called? You know, the fucking game where you go, well, whatever. And yes, you've got counters to each unit. Spearmen counter knights, knights counter archers, archer counters spearmen. Right? It's a game of counters pretty much. Anything interesting is just I forgot to upgrade this. Very inefficient. I forgot to upgrade these. Like I'm being left behind in resource accumulation. That's quite bad. But you know, it is what it is. My brain was focusing on the wall. And at this point, I'm just spamming out cavalry. Right? I'm spamming out knights rather. And a bunch of spearmen as well, right, for good measure. The rest of my team does builds these markets and the traders with them. Let's see, I think this is the spawn point for his Noobas surely built another one here. Yeah. And it's very useful for gold generation. I usually just don't bother doing that because I don't have the brain capacity to do that early on. Especially in this game where I'm just in the front lines. Yeah, double wall here, it will slow them down enough. You know, at this point I'm nearly at the I've nearly accumulated the enough resources to save up again. Wait, I've already done it. I'm already in H3, so I require double this. Oh yeah, and starting this is also super important. Now you can see a couple of them are still in H2. That's very bad, as now that I'm in H3 I can just... I have powered up these, yeah. And they should be... Yeah, they are slightly better knights to the regular ones. And let's see, he's H3, so he's also gonna have them, but he's just H2, right? So he's just gonna have H2 knight, spearmen. Well, I've got H3 knights, that's a bit better. And I'm gonna start doing this, as it's super important to have them powered up like this as well. In fact, I spam out a bunch more of them to just be able to power up instantly a bunch. It's not super efficient, but I usually got infinite wood anyways. Obviously this is at the cost of fewer other resources, but whatever. My brain is not good enough for everything, so I just kind of do that. Oh yeah, I powered up with this. This provides the infinite food source. It's not too bad. Maybe the other one is better. I think the other one is the church that allows me to build the warrior monks. That would also be very useful as they power up the rest of the army, but I never do that. I do that. I lie. I do that occasionally, but never with big conviction. Sadly, as there aren't many deer in the area, I start building farms super early. It's not that huge of a deal, but you know. In all of this, up here, yeah. Up here, let's just say this flank is quite secure. They've got, yeah, Teal has switched his focus to up there. Obviously, this guy, so the enemy English are also gonna be focused up there. But I mean, what are you gonna do against this, right? Noobas has got a very good economy usually, and they just let him build up for once. And so with the double TC, it's gonna be a bit further ahead than most other people. Right? Even in points, you can see he's tied with first pretty much with points. Meanwhile, I'm lagging a bit behind. PHK is lagging a bit behind, but that's not as bad as the enemy team with 2 people at the bottom 3 places. That makes any sense. No, actually. Yeah, 3 people in the bottom 4 pieces. I hear the 7-up sound. I think, yeah, start sending a bunch of woodcutters. I really should start building more woodcutting facilities over here to shorten the path that the cities take to plonk down the stuff. I go with the high armory, I guess it's called in English. I don't know. It allows for cheaper siege engines. And also for better technology of siege bettering, whatever it is. The blacksmith has been working tirelessly to develop all the technologies I need, and right about after I finish building this, I will spam out a million horse production facilities. Damn, I wish English was my first language. And yeah, a very good thing that the enemy team allowed us in this game is to not push the advantage they had early on, right? With the little mass of spearmen. Oh, he's still in H2. Oh, this is shambolic. I'm in H4 now. I'm gonna power up my knights to H4. Meanwhile, this guy is still in H2 with H2 spearmen and 2 explorers. Right, that's shambolic, to be honest. These are very dangerous. They get passive health regeneration, and the player appears to be Chinese. The Chinese are a very dangerous breed of players in Age of Empires 4, as the next game might show if I bother to actually include it. But yeah, they've got a Mangonair, right? They've got a bunch of stuff. They've got 2 armies and 3 dudes. They can easily breach down the walls, right? Obviously, they don't know what kind of forces to expect. This is going to be a menace for them. But they could have pushed the advantage earlier. Now I'm spamming out shit, right? And now I've gotten to the point where I need to get military production facilities. These turn out to be a lifesaver for me. Obviously, with the little excursion I did beyond the walls, I find out he still got a million spearmen pretty much. I have only seen these 3 knights. I don't think I've seen any of this yet, but you know, obviously, I've seen the spearmen and I've seen everything I needed, pretty much. I don't know why he's building this here. Maybe it's because he had a bunch of villagers doing nothing. Oh, a cool battle has popped off around here. This turns out to be super important for me as well, as obviously this is gonna draw out their attention, right? At least of half their team. He just nicks past Haram. Oh yeah, these 3 knights I believe were over to my side. He just rotated them over. And yeah, he just starts sieging down the shit, just killing down the units. Somehow his Mangonair survived. I think he only had 1. But yeah, now the facilities will be working over time to produce out men. I wouldn't be surprised if he had... yeah, he's got them powered up to his age level, I think, yeah. Meanwhile, I have them... I have them on max level, actually. Same with knights, I believe. Yeah, so I've now got top of the line knights. I've got decent spearmen. And most importantly, I got Mangonair South, right? I start with 2 as good as in short numbers, but I've got 80 as well. He's got a bunch of stuff here, right? He's gonna start producing units like there's no tomorrow. And yeah, sieging down walls with infantry when there's Mangonairs on the other side, it's never gonna end well, right? It's just gonna be... yeah, it's not nice. It's not, yeah, it's not. It's a massacre. I see more units. Sadly, the Mangonairs are what they are. He's sieging down a wall that's already been breached. This doesn't make any sense. And now the knights come up. the knights, you know, you just queue them. I just queue them as much as I can. This guy comes out to die. Luckily I send it back in. The spearmen, if they come out to die, it's fine. You know. And yeah, he just sieges down this wood. The spearmen will be in front of my units, in front of the Mangoners to protect them with their lives. And then the knights will... Yeah, they're all dead. 80s Mangudai come in. He gets a couple of digs in to my Mangoners. Maybe he kills one actually. Yeah. But, you know, it's a wipe. I send my knights out to deal with the Mangoner who's been left to die. And yes, yellow is now on age 3. I don't know what's this for, but yeah, he just gives up instantly, right? Fails his attack. His army is dead. He just starts building a bunch of towers and he's gone. At this point, if I'm purple, I'm fuming. I'm straight up fuming because he's now left alone to fend for himself. Obviously I send my knights down the middle. And he's got a massive hole in his protection, right? Because he lost all vision in this region of the world. And despite his outpost being in a very good position, depriving me of this, for example, I can now just sprint down the middle and, you know, head for the production, which is what I'm gonna do. Note all these traders that are just left wide. He must have invested a significant portion of his total economy into just traders, right? He was just booming. Yeah, look at all these markets and traders, right? That's I think 500 a pop. Can I see it from here? I cannot see it from here. I can see it from here. 60 and 60 a pop. Why did I say? Well, whatever. And yeah, I just sent these guys in the back lines. He's H4, so he actually can do a lot of damage to me. These are top of the line spearmen. Janissaries are also super strong against knights, as they are gunpowder units, so they more damage against cavalry, and gunpowder units I think ignore armor. And knights, if I have any alive, yeah I do. A lot of the health is thanks to the armor they have. 8 against distance. The issue is distance is not gunpowder, as I believe that is incendiary. I don't know though. But yeah, I just kind of demolish a bunch of them. At this point, 80 is here. I task him with protecting this place to finish off the wall. Yeah, that I do, and then I just forget about this blob of civvies. I think I later on send them to just dig this and this later on. But yeah, again, a bunch of knights, send them behind enemy lines, produce more in the meantime. At this point, my economy isn't the best. I think yeah. At a point in the game, I just stop building villages because my brain just gets overloaded. Up here, yeah, it's just Noobas' blob of infantry and siege, and PHK's knights to deal with Mangoners is just super. It's just a very good combination of armies, right? He's got trebuchets, he's got Mangoners, more trebuchets, he's got Spingards, right? This is just a good player. Well, an army like this controlled by a good player is super tough to counter, and Noobas is definitely a good player. And yeah, there goes another one. That was Teal. His base was gutted before he gave up. At this point, I'm roaming the backside, and yeah, that's just a whole bunch of villages. 32 villages. He doesn't realize I'm murdering everyone until it is way too late. He loses pretty much all of them. That's presumably... It's not all of his wood production, but it's very close to it. They're all dead. he doesn't notice it. I think he's, yeah, he was busy playing around with his armies, with his toy armies over there. And at this point, 80 just brings out the army of traction trebuchets, and it's a done deal at this point. It's just about cleaning out the bases. Yeah, you got, oh well, poor little purple was helping pink while his armies were being destroyed. I clean out pink's base. At this point he's also too distracted dealing with the fight to realize. Look at him microing his stuff while I'm just destroying farmlands, apparently. That wasn't very smart of me, but whatever. And traction trebuchets are here. I send over the knights to protect these traction trebuchets. They're gonna die, but I don't mind as much as at this point. These traction trebuchets are what is gonna do the damage. Poor little pink has got 3 armies destroying his base, killing his dudes, and he's only age 3, so he's got no ways of defending himself. But purple does. Purple is a good player. He sends over his armies to kill my stuff. Palms out a bunch of stuff. It's way too late though. My people die as 80 traction trebuchets just level his forward base. This is when 80 gets the critical mass of Mangudai and traction trebuchets, together with the mystic monks, also called the shamans. It's just game over, I guess. I guess this is not a good example of 80 just sending his Mangudais, murdering everyone in the backlines, because that was accomplished by other units. But at the final stand, at this point, might as well just go +8, as it's just a bunch of cleaning up. The English are being destroyed by the French, a modern tradition. Yeah, I can't do anything about spearmen. 80 can. He just destroys them. It just melts them. And pink is gone. It's the final stand of the Ottomans. He separates them as he's seen a bunch of mangonels, I guess. Yeah, there's all the mangonels, so it keeps them wide. I don't know why he's not doing the same up there. But yeah, it's a very decent army. It's got a lot of lance, spearmen. It's got a bunch of archers. It's got a bunch of the same up here with a few janissaries thrown in from good measure. These are my spearmen that I've forgotten at my base. There's a bunch of explorers. Now I can see what he sees, and I just try to bait him out. And 8 mangonels just clean them out. You can have all the spearmen in the world. If you faced against 8 mangonels, it's a done deal. And yeah, it's all about cleaning up. I cannot go any faster. Very sad. And it's gonna be a bunch of knights coming in occasionally. Oh yeah, what I did very well is just take advantage of the resources there. That was super important. Although I guess it wasn't important considering half of them just gave up instantly. But one of them gave up instantly, the other one gave up pretty fast after they got hold by the northern armies. And yeah, at this point, it's about destroying his landmarks. There's 1, there's 2. And yeah, the other 2 are already back here destroyed. So as soon as this goes down, it's gonna be game over.